What's going on there, fam, and welcome back to NBA Reloaded. The NBA is easily among the list of the most exciting leagues in the world. While there are enthusiastic fans supporting their teams through thick and thin, the players give it their all on the court for their fans, but it doesn't mean that it's all friendly and calm. Throughout the league's history, there have been some heated moments where fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Today, we're looking at 8 NBA players who fought each other on court. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Number 8, Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns. Joel and Towns' rivalry started from a picture that Embiid posted on Instagram. The caption seemed like a shot taken towards Towns, at which the player snapped back. The two battled in the comments, and things would heat up soon in a match later. In an early season game, Embiid, along with his partner Ben Simmons, caused a turnover, which caused Karl and Embiid to scuffle. They soon started grabbing each other, and Simmons had to intervene because he was a good friend of Towns as well. He laid down on his friend to stop the fight. Both players were suspended, but the feud still remains to this day. Number 7, Hassan Whiteside against Joel Embiid. Whiteside and Joel's fight started in a preseason game, but it soon turned into a social media war. In the preseason game of 2017 between the Philadelphia 76ers and Miami Heat, Joel and Whiteside played aggressively. Whiteside was in trouble as he was fouling more often. Joel made 3 fouls on Whiteside in a few minutes, and Joel was taking none of it. He shouted to the Heat's bench to call Whiteside off as he was having trouble guarding him. But it wasn't over yet, as the drama continued on Twitter. The two players continued putting each other off in a series of tweets. Dragging in statistics and calling each other out on their playing style, Joel and Whiteside's beef became popular. There's still belief that the two players have an unsettled dispute, which could be dirty. Number 6, Patrick Beverley and Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball was one of the hottest prospects in 2017. He was receiving a lot of praise as one of the best rookies the NBA had seen in a while. Much of the hype came from his father, as he stated that his son was better than Steph Curry, but Patrick Beverley wasn't impressed. Beverley set out to embarrass Ball in his NBA debut. He didn't let the player rest for 1 second and was all over Ball all the time. A rivalry was born at that point, and Ball had his revenge in the 2020 season. Lonzo Ball took on Beverley and scored with a fadeaway over the player. He then put his hand to his side to signify Beverley's short stature. Number 5, Rudy Gobert and Hassan Whiteside. Rudy Gobert and Hassan's battle began on Twitter. In 2017, Gordon Hayward was linked to Gobert and Whiteside's team when he was a free agent. The two started talking each other's teams down on Twitter. The fire died down later on, but it was reignited later in 2020. Before their game in 2020, Damian Lillard had sung praises about Whiteside. The Jazz won with a 121-115 victory over the Blazers, and Lillard's comments were put in front of Gobert, to which he simply said that Whiteside's coach should put him in at the end of the game. As Whiteside had been benched in the last quarter, Gobert had the perfect response that could mark the beginning of a new rivalry. Number 4, Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul. Chris Paul is one of the fiercest and most aggressive players we've seen in the league. His beef with Rajon Rondo is quite old. In 2008, CP3 was chosen instead of Rondo for a chance in the USA Olympic Redeem Team, which left a hole in Rondo's heart. In 2009, the two met again after a match where Rondo told Chris Paul, "You wish you were me." In 2019, things took a bad turn when the two were involved in a fight on the court. Chris Paul claimed that Rondo had spat in his face, which Rondo denied. Nevertheless, both players received suspension, and fans believe there's more to come from this bad blood. Number 3, Isaiah Thomas and Kevin Love. The Cleveland Cavaliers were a mess back in 2018. They had terrible performances in many matches, and people seemed to have given up on them. Everybody was considered responsible for the team's poor decision in the league, and the pressure got to the players as well. The Cavaliers had already lost 9 of their 12 games and had even given 148 points in regulation time. During the match, the team held a meeting which didn't go as planned. Instead of boosting everyone's morale, the team disintegrated even more, with everybody blaming one another for their mistakes. One person received the brunt of the shots more than anyone, and that was Kevin Love. At that moment, Isaiah Thomas made matters worse by claiming that Kevin had faked an injury to get out of the game and go home. While the two resolved matters and stated that things had been overstated, several responses to interviewers said otherwise. Some even consider that the two might still be holding a grudge about it now. Number 2, Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverley. There are certain players in the league that just don't hold back. When the team needs it, they'll do everything in their power to get their team the victory. Both Westbrook and Beverley are included in that list of warriors. They have the capability to be the villain in the team and stick in the back of the opponent's mind. So when both of these met in a match, some beef was bound to be created. While the two went back and forth in their rivalry every time they faced each other, the best instance happened in the 2019 season. Westbrook dribbled against Beverley to the basket and scored a point. He would then use his signature rock the baby gesture to show the audience that Beverley was just a kid in front of him. Beverley couldn't let this instance slide. After Beverley made a successful run against Westbrook and managed to score, he turned to Westbrook to give him a taste of his own medicine. After the match, Westbrook commented on the matter by saying that he had some babies and had to put him to sleep. It happens, according to Westbrook. The rivalry is still heated, and we've already seen some incredible flashes in the last season. Number 1, Serge Ibaka versus the NBA.
Oh, Serge Ibaka going after Marquise Chris. Punches are thrown, and the Raptors doing a good job of keeping.
For a person that sounds calm and confident in front of the cameras, the same cannot be said for Serge Ibaka when he's playing. He's extremely aggressive, and it only takes a single foul to get him in the fighting response. Throughout his career, he's been involved in 3 fights in the NBA, taking on players that are well known. It wouldn't be wrong to say that Ibaka has fought against the NBA because he's rivaled against 3 other teams. He even got into a scuffle with James Johnson, who's a certified mixed martial arts expert. When Johnson got too close in defending him, Ibaka took a swing but quickly put his hands up to let go of the matter. Johnson also stepped back, fearful of what he might do to Ibaka. Serge also tackled Marquise Chris when he thought that Chris had fouled him. When he saw the referee didn't point it out, the player lashed out at Chris, smashing him into the backboard and taking it out on him. Chris fought back, but it was his teammates who got him out of there. Ibaka also picked a fight with Robin Lopez. That's all we have for you guys in today's video. Thank you all for watching, and please show us your support by giving this video a like. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your feedback on that. Do be sure to subscribe to our channel for more such videos, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you never miss out on our newest uploads. We'll be back here again with some more great content next time, so do keep watching, and until then, take care and adios.